Okay, here we go again. Welcome back to yet another video. My plan for the next few videos to come is to go more into the latest book. But for this video, I just want to share something that I came across a couple of weeks ago or something. It's an Instagram post by a guy called Robert Edward Grant. If you haven't heard about him, I suggest you check him out. I will link his website and his Instagram account in the description of this video. He's a researcher. He has a long list of merits. I'm not going to go into all of it. You can check it out for yourself. But I highly recommend that you look into the work that he has done, because it's absolutely amazing. And he also does research on 432 tuning, etc. and its relation to the cosmos that we live in. And he explains things so much more elegantly and beautifully than I do. And also he's able to explain all the math that is involved, which also I'm not able to. I'm just a poor musician, okay? I'm not a mathematician. And what he did, Robert Grant, is that in one single Instagram post, he managed to pretty much sum up all the work that I have done and that I have shared with you through these videos and through the book and so on. And I just wanted to bring him and this post to your attention, and I want to read something from that post. I'm not going to read all of it because it gets very technical and specific, but I'm going to read some of it because it's just so great. So here we go. He writes, 432 Hz harmonic tuning is based on the exponential powers of the numbers 2 and 3. He posts a picture with this of this numbers grid that you can look at. In perfect Pythagorean just tuning, remember I've talked about this grid series determines all time numbers. These super numbers are also the dimensional references of all space-time measurements using the ancient imperial systems, and are fundamental to the scaling of each celestial body within our solar system. These include the mile diameter measurements for the Sun, Moon, Earth, all planets, distances between orbits of each, as well as the great year's precession of the equinox. Each is derived as simple ratios of the number 72. Interestingly, the square root of the slope angle of the Great Pyramid of Giza is 7.2. The slope angle is 51.84. All of this latest research comes as a result of the recent decryption of the precise proportion of one circle and one square. And here he goes into some mathematical specifics and stuff. I'm not going to even pretend that I know how to pronounce half of it. But if you watched my videos or read my book, 432 Hz, The Magic and Mystery of Sound Music, you know this stuff. You have heard this stuff before. I have mentioned these numbers, I have mentioned the correlation to the Giza pyramid, I have mentioned the correlation to the solar system and to the geometry, etc. He also draws a parallel to Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. He finds these ratios in that drawing, and he goes on for a little bit. I urge you to look into it for yourself. Just one more thing. 72 years is precisely 1 degree of the Earth's precessional cycle. 72 times 360 is 25,920, and 25,920 years, of course, is the precession of the equinox. And he also writes, in the end, you may want to Google just how far our solar system is from the center of the Milky Way galactic disk. Approximately 26,000 light years is the answer. And he asks, what do you want to bet? It's actually 25,920 light years. Me, knowing what I know, if I was a betting man, I would bet quite a bit on that. Is it possible that the Giza Plateau may actually be the world's oldest and largest clock? Interesting question, because the more you look into these things, you realize that the solar system is sort of like a clock. All of these numbers really, or at least at the very core of them, they deal with time cycles. and it seems that, or it's obvious that time, not time, but the movement of physical bodies within what we call time, it goes in cycles, and it can be timed, and one thing that has happened here will go full circle and then come back again to the exact same point. So very fascinating, very interesting, at least to me. I hope it is to you too. Check it out. Check out the work of Robert Edward Grant. He does some amazing stuff. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I will link his website and his Instagram page in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for now. I'll be back very soon with a new video with content from my latest book. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.